Hello, I've released a new song with Tatsuro Yamashita style vocal harmony. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 tips about the chord voicing, how to structure the voices based on Tatsuro's song Fragile. By the way, if you like this new song One of a Kind or my other songs, please like them and follow me on Spotify as it helps me to grow. I put the link in the description below. Elbow, yo. But anyway, let's dive in. The chord progression in Fragile is like this. Na 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 na. It's basically D minor, G major, C major, then A minor, which is 2-5-1-6 in the key of C major. It's the most popular chord progression in city pop, as I explained a lot in my other tutorials. But please notice here, Tatsuro used sus2 chords. He does the same thing in his song Shining from the Inside. I'll make a video about this sus2 chord if you want, but let's stay focused on the vocal arrangement for this video. Here is the recording session of my cover of Fragile.
Thank you for your love, thank you for the hurt. There'll never be a lonely night again. Thank you for your love, thank you for the hurt. Girl, please don't ever let me be alone again. Thank you for your love, thank you for your love, thank you for the hurt.
So basically I transcribed everything that I could hear. And so it has 4 vocal harmony lines, as you can see. From the lowest, it's like this. The middle. And high. You know, as you can see, I've got 4 vocals for each vocal harmony line, which I talked about in my previous tutorials about Tatsuro style vocal harmony. If you want to know more about it, please check out my previous tutorials. But anyway, the first tip is about the top notes, this one. The top notes carry the main melody for the entire harmony, as the highest notes are the easiest to be caught by human ears. So make sure to have a good melody with the top notes. And in this case, top notes move like this. The highest note. You can see that the top notes moves more than other notes here, you know. Obviously, you know, it has a different rhythm as well here. And that is because Tatsuro wanted to have a counter melody against the main vocal, which has lyrics. So if you listen to the main vocals as well as the top note melody is like a counter melody against the main vocal.
Thank you for your love, thank you for the hurt. There'll never be a lonely night again. Thank you for your...
And please notice that the top note melody is still simple, so that listeners can focus on the main vocal. I mean, if the top note has a complex melody like then you can't focus on the main vocals, you know. So remember, you are arranging background vocals here, you know. It's nice to stay simple, you know. The second tip is to have smooth voice leadings for the inner chord voicings. You know, this is top notes. And if you see these inner voicings, these two, the bottom one is the bass line, you know. It can have some jump. But if you look at these inner chord voicings, you see that one note is moving to the closest note in the second chord, in the next chord, you know. So it's nice to have smooth movement. But having said that, you can have some melodies going on with inner chord voicings as well, just like string quartet arrangement, you know, like having a counter melody within the harmony lines here, you know. When the main vocals take a rest, you know, if there was no vocals here, then probably that's the time you can be more creative with these, you know, harmony lines. But when you have main vocals, you still want the listeners to focus on them, so it's safe to make these voicings, inner voicings, simple and smooth, just like in this song, you know, Fragile. The third tip is something you gotta be careful about. So I want to show you something. And on this code, it has this interval, which is major second, right? And then again, here it has major second interval. You know, these intervals, you know, both major second, and it's very close to each other. And the thing is that this kind of close intervals can cause muddy sounds when you use them in lower pitch, which you want to avoid. So let's check out how it sounds in lower pitch. I'm gonna just play the major second interval. Yeah, little bit muddy. This is already not so comfortable, you know. It's not pleasant. So like, so below this, you shouldn't voice a major second interval like this. And each interval has a different pitch where it starts to sound muddy. But don't worry, I'll share with you the reference for it. It's called low interval limits. You can use it as a guide with which you know how lower you can go with a particular interval. Let's say you want to voice something with a perfect fourth. So if you go lower than this pitch, it's written here in low interval limits, B flat, it starts to sound muddy. Yeah, it's okay. This is very muddy. So you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, like, don't go lower than this. And that's written here. So it's always nice to be careful with these low interval limits so that the vocal harmonies don't sound muddy, you know. However, it's always better to follow your ears than following the rules. Depending on instrument or station, it can sound muddy even before you reach the low interval limits, so be careful with it. You can use these 3 tips for any number of vocal harmony lines. For example, Fragile has 4 vocal harmony lines, and in my song One of a Kind, I used 5 vocal harmony lines to make it sound richer by adding chord extensions. So have fun making vocal harmonies. Please don't forget to follow me and like my songs on digital streaming platforms like Spotify. It helps my music career. Thank you. If you like city pop, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon to get notifications, and let me know what content from Japan you would like to watch. Thank you for watching as always. My name is Masa. See you in my other videos.